So, hello again, and welcome to Uncle Geoff's Easy-Peasy English. Now then, it's just gone 11 o'clock in the morning in the UK. It's 11's time. So, cup of tea, very important, biscuits, and some chocolates. A bit naughty, but who cares? It's the weekend. So, first of all, a little bit about me. My name's Geoff. I'm the teacher. I've been teaching English a long time. I've taught in Switzerland, in the UK. I had my own little language school in Bournemouth for a few years back. So plenty of experience in teaching English. I'm also a broadcaster. I work on the radio and I'm a journalist as well. So lots of things about me. That's me. And today we're looking at some English grammar, maybe some pronunciation. Lots of people sent in questions in the last week. So I thought we'd try and look through some of those and see how it works, see how it goes. So, sip of tea to start. And someone said, can you tell us about any more as one word and any more as two words? How can you use them? How do they fit into the language? Well, any more, one word. Any more is an adverb. Any more refers to time. For example, no longer, maybe later on. So we can't do this anymore. We can't continue. We can't go on doing this. We can't do it anymore. One word, single word, anymore. Two words, any more, talks about quantities. So forget the time idea. Now we're looking at quantities. Would you like any more tea? Would you like any more potatoes with your dinner? So talking about quantities, you're using the two words, any more. Okay, hopefully that's okay. Someone else said similar. Anyone as one word or anyone as two words. How can you use those? Again, anyone, one word, any person. So anyone can watch these Uncle Geoff Easy-Peasy English lessons. Anyone, one word, anyone can watch, anyone can join in. Using the two words, any one, you're talking about single items. So any one of these chocolates is delicious. Crash. Any one of these lottery tickets could win £1 million. If you have half a dozen lottery tickets, any one of these half dozen could win you £1 million or more. I've been doing the lottery for many years and I've only won £2 or £3. And in Portugal, €2 or €3. Not very good, but never mind. Let's have a look. Amused. Oh, somebody else asked about amused and bemused. Now they sound very similar. Amused and bemused, but completely different. Completely different. Amuse, an adjective, something enjoyable, something to make you smile. You're amused by something, maybe a joke. You're not laughing out loud. You're not rolling about on the floor in laughter. It's just you're feeling happy. You're smiling a lot. It's nice. You're amused by something. Okay. Bemused is completely the opposite. It's something confusing, something you don't understand, like English grammar. I'm bemused by English grammar. It can be tricky at times, it's true. So, which is why I'm here to help. Oh, by the way, the lighting is a little bit dark today. The weather outside in the UK at this time of the morning, on the weekend, on Saturday, is horrible. It's pouring down. It's been raining all night and all morning. the weather is awful, so there's not a lot of natural light coming in. We have a couple of extra lights just to help out a little bit, but it's still a little bit dark. At the moment we're in England, we will be back in our in our other home in Portugal in a month or so from now. And there, the weather is much nicer. There's blue sky and sunshine. So the lighting will be much better. But at the moment in the UK, typical English weather, really. Grey, wet, a little bit chilly. Not great. So that's a bit about the weather here. So we've got amused and bemused. One makes you happy, one makes you confused. As I say, a bit like English grammar. How did you learn English grammar, by the way? How did you learn English? Did you learn English at school? Did you go to a language school to improve your English skills? How is your writing? How is your speaking? We're here to help. Somebody else asked about good for and good to. I think I understand the question. It wasn't quite clear. Someone just said, please explain good for and good to. Well, good for it's beneficial. It's good for you. Milk is good for babies. Chocolate is, okay, it's not good. Chocolate is not good for you. However, things that are beneficial, something that is good for you. Exercise is good for you. So do lots of exercise, keep fit, it's good for you, beneficial. Good to, I assume the question is something is, for example, good to eat. So the to is part of the following verb, something that's good to eat. Now, chocolate, good to eat. It's maybe it's not good for you, but it's good to eat and it's lovely. I love chocolate. I also love biscuits and cakes. They are my favourite. I don't know why I'm not enormous. I'm not. So good for, something that's beneficial, is good for you. Good to, chocolate is good to eat. So good plus a verb, a to infinitive. I think that's what the student was asking. So fingers crossed, hopefully. What else have we got? Would rather. Would rather. For example, I'd rather watch, I would, I'd rather watch TV than go out to the pub. A choice between two things, something that you would prefer to do that makes you feel a bit better, more relaxed. So I'd rather watch TV than go out. I'd rather watch TV than go out. Or I'd rather drive than take the train. I'd rather drive than take the train. Again, I'd. In English, we do that a lot. Natural spoken English, even texting on your phone, will do contractions. But we love contractions in British English. So, I'd rather drive than go on the train. And it's a bit musical as well. Show me that in a minute. I'm getting little messages held up behind the camera. But yeah, I'd rather, what did I say? I'd rather drive than take the train. All right. So I'd, and there's the music. Words are stressed. I'd rather drive than take the train. The important words have stress in English, in British English. I'd rather drive than take the train. Yeah. And that comes down to some other things. Pronunciation, the sounds of English. One of my favorite little things is this, the phonemic chart, the sounds of English. You know, you've got this top half are the vowel sounds. Yeah, vowels. E, I, U, U. E, I, U, U. Your mouth can go from here to here, and you can practice all of those and to find the right sound. For example, you can go from E, where the mouth is wide, E, to oo, oo, and you can go ew, ooey, ew, ooey. And somewhere in the middle are these sounds. So you go ew. So you can download, you can find this on my Uncle Geoff's Easy-Peasy website. You can click on it, you can download it, you can save it. It's slightly different style. This is my one that I'm using at the moment. There's another one on the website. You can download it. So the sounds of English. These are all vowel sounds. You know, A, E, I, O, U, the 5 vowels. However, there are 20 different vowel sounds. E, I, U, U, E, or this one, it's got a special little box around it. Yeah, a special box for It's the unstressed vowel sound. For example, in that sentence, I'd rather drive than take the train. I'd rather drive than take the train. I'd rather drive than take the train. And then you're back to the rhythm again. Because if some of those sounds are unstressed, we only stress the important words. I'd rather drive than take the train. I'd rather drive than take the train. Yeah, I'd rather drive than take the train. Which words are stressed? Which ones carry the stress? I'd rather drive, take, train. Rather, because that's an important word, because you're saying what you would prefer. I'd rather drive, the verb. I'd rather drive than take, another verb. I'd rather drive than take the train, the noun. I'd rather drive than take the train. All the other words are not important. If I said, I'd, then, the, what do you understand from the sentence? I'd, then, the. Who knows? Who knows what you're talking about? So that's why we stress the important words. Some languages, every syllable is stressed. You know, syllable? Yeah. Photograph, 3 syllables. Yeah. Photograph. So some languages stress every syllable. Japanese stresses da, 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 da. Italian a little, but lots of languages stress every syllable. English doesn't. So that's why it's musical. Tip: learn a sentence, for example, I'd rather drive than take the train. And then as you're walking along the street, say the sentence in time with your steps. I'd rather drive than take the train. Walk slowly to begin with, to practice. I'd rather drive than take the train. As you get more used to saying the sentence and the words and putting in the stress, then you can walk a little bit faster. I'd rather drive than take the train. I'd rather drive than take the train. I'd rather drive than take the train. You can start jogging. I'd rather drive than take all sorts of possibilities just to practice your English. And the important thing is to practice the rhythm and stress. One of the most important things in English. Hang on, I need a couple of sip of tea. Dry throat. Yeah. So that's probably the most, no, not the most, one of the most important things to help you in your English is to practice the rhythm and stress of British English. Okay, give it a go. What was that you held up before? Did someone say hello? Hello, if you were in Nicaragua. Buenos dias.
And then
Spanish.
Question.
Oh, question?
Heard an info from a Brit that...
This is when, by the way, in the background helping.
That there is no future tense in English. It's just a modal will.
Partly true. Just a modal verb. Quick look at modals. Modal verbs help with everything. To talk about possibility, ability, obligation, permission. So you've got, for possibility, it might rain tomorrow. Actually, it will rain tomorrow. The weather forecast says so. It will rain tomorrow. So will is a kind of a prediction for the future. Because there is no real future, it hasn't happened yet. The present is real. If you pinch yourself, ouch, it's happening now. It's real. It's you can touch it, you can feel it. It's real. Yesterday, the past was real. It happened. So you could argue that there are only two tenses, now and before now, the present and the past. Let me just draw something while we're talking about this. Let me do timeline, okay? Now, before now, and after now. So, quick look. Can you see that in the picture? I think so. A bit more light on it, perhaps.
Yeah, light.
Yeah.
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 I've got 3 cameras going here, so I'll hold it up to each one in turn. We'll do that one up there, and we'll do this one down here, and we'll do this one over here. So, a timeline. Now, we are here. Everything in English is seen from the time of speaking. Now, let me just put TS on top of there. Okay, we've got TS, time of speaking. Everything. Yeah, can you see that? TS, time of speaking. Everything in English is seen from the time of speaking. So we are here now. The time is, I am talking to you. Yeah, I'm talking to you now. So everything is seen from now. From now, from here, we look back to before now. We go that way and look back into the past, or we look into the future after now. But everything that we say in English is seen from here, from this point. So, as I said before, you can argue that there are only 2 real tenses, now, the present, and before now, the past. They are real. Pinch yourself now. Ouch, yes, you can feel it. It's happening. It's real. The past, if you pinched yourself yesterday, it hurt yesterday. You know, it happened. Tomorrow, who knows? It isn't real. It hasn't happened yet. So, is will a modal verb? Yes, it is. You can use it to, we have to talk about the future in some way. So for the future, you can use the present, you can use the future simple, yeah, will, I will, or it will rain tomorrow, for sure. The weather forecaster said so. The satellite picture said so. It will rain tomorrow. Now, it is raining. It is raining now. Present continuous. It's happening. It started, let me just do that in there. A little present continuous line. It's raining now. It started raining before now. Hopefully, it will finish raining later. And maybe the sun will shine. Who knows? But At the moment, it is raining. Yesterday, it was raining. Let's do a past continuous. Yesterday, before now. Yesterday, it was raining. It started yesterday morning. It finished last night at 10 o'clock. So it was raining. Look into the future. Probably, because for the future you need will, and then you've got continuous. So let me just draw a little continuous in here. So here we are, a future continuous. But because it's not real, we can't be absolutely certain. But from what we know, standing here now, at this time, at the time of speaking, it's raining now, it was raining yesterday. We can assume, but we don't know, we can only think about it, we can assume that it will be raining tomorrow. And there's the little, it will be raining tomorrow. Probably, because that's how we feel now. It was raining yesterday, it's raining now, and probably it will be raining tomorrow. Will, because it's continuous, you need the verb to be plus ing. For present continuous, yeah, it is raining, the verb to be plus ing. Put it into the future, will, and because it's will is a modal verb, you need an infinitive after the modal verb. So you've got will plus be plus ing. So it will be raining tomorrow. How is that? Is that okay? Does that make sense to you? I hope so. Buenos dias. Buenos dias from Guatemala. So Nicaragua, Guatemala. What time is it in Guatemala? 4 o'clock. What, in the morning? 4 o'clock in the morning. Thank you for getting up so early. Wow.
We do it in the afternoon.
Yeah, maybe the next time we do a live lesson, then we'll do it later in the day in the UK or Portugal. So it's a better time in Nicaragua. Wow, 4 o'clock in the morning. I was snoring at 4 o'clock in the morning. What do you mean, what's snoring? When you're asleep, men usually snore. It's a snoring. So at 4 o'clock this morning, past continuous, I was snoring. Grammar is lovely, isn't it? One question.
How to use other?
How to use other? Oh, somebody else asked about other.
Yes.
Other on its own. Would you like this one? Or we have, mind you, there's more another. Other. Let me have a think about other. I would like, if you're counting, I would like one other. I would like two others of the same. So maybe you're separating each one and making them a bit countable. Another, one word. Would you like another cake? Another biscuit? Yes, please. Crash. So, yeah, so other and another. I'll think about other again later.
That's good.
So I've done would rather. Oh, yeah, we mentioned the modal verbs, didn't we? With can, yeah, can and could. Again, it's all seen from the time of speaking. So can for ability. I can swim. I can ice skate. I can drive a car. Could, you're putting it in the past or distant. You're making it further away. So I could drive a car. I could swim, but now I can't. That kind of idea. For possibility, we did. It might rain. It will rain tomorrow. Obligation, must is a modal verb. So you can imagine a parent talking to the child. You must tidy your room. Your room is a mess. You must tidy your room. Permission. Can I use the bathroom, please? May I? May, more polite than can. May I use the bathroom? If you're visiting a friend's house, you go to your friends for dinner and you need to use the toilet, the bathroom. So with your friends, can I use your bathroom, please? Or may I use your bathroom, please? If it's a job interview and you're desperate to visit the bathroom, then use may. May I use the bathroom, please? Much more polite than can. So, yeah, modals. We love modal verbs as well because it gives an extra feeling, an extra emotion to whatever you're talking about. Yes, you've got the basic simple tenses, present simple, past simple, future simple. You have the basics, but then you want to add some extra feeling, some extra emotion. So you can put in some modal verbs for permission and ability and things like that. Somebody else asked about some and any. How did you learn some and any when you were in school? Did someone say to you, you can use some with positive sentences and you use any with negative sentences and questions? And you think, oh, great, okay, I'll write that down. That's a good rule. And then you write down some for positive, any, negative, and questions. And then the teacher says, but there are exceptions to the rule. And you think, oh, what? Why? How crazy is English? Well, actually, it's not too crazy because it's not really a rule, because you can use ability, because you can use some in negative sentences and you can use any in positive sentences. For example, in a question, first of all, would you like any more biscuits? Would you like any more biscuits? Yes, please. No, thank you. Would you like some more biscuits? Some and any. Would you like some more biscuits? Both are possible. There is a little difference. If I say to you, oh, let me take 2 biscuits away. Because I'm very kind and I'm a gentleman, there's 1 biscuit left on my plate. I'm a gentleman, so I offer it to you. However, I want the biscuit. I don't want you to have it. I'm going to be a horrible person. I want the biscuit. So I would say to you, would you like any more biscuits? I'm using any, a negative feeling to any. Would you like any more biscuits? And you, if you're a native English speaker, if you hear any, your first reaction is no, thank you. Because you hear any, you think negative, you think no. So you say, no, thank you. I think, fantastic, I've got the biscuit. If I said to you, would you like some more biscuits? The idea is, yes, some, positive. So I say, would you like some more biscuit? And you say, yes, please. And I think, oh, okay, here you are. Have a biscuit. I haven't got the last one. So, depending on the word that you use, some or any, in a question, it depends on the other person's answer. Let me put those back on the plate. More biscuits for later. So, you can also use with some and any. I like some Chinese food. What do you understand by that? I like some Chinese food. I like some Chinese food. So I like chow mein. I like chicken fried rice. I like dumplings. So I like some Chinese food, but not all. I like some, but not all. If I say, I like any Chinese food, I like any Chinese food, that means you like everything. Everything. is delicious. So, although it's a positive sentence, you've got any or some. Just a slight difference in meaning. Good, huh? English is lovely. But the more you practice, the more you read, the more you listen to native English speakers, British English speakers, the more you listen to native English speakers, the better your English will get. Yeah? The better your English will become. And you will become a much more confident speaker. I mentioned reading. Have a little look at this. You can buy these online. Maybe a bookshop in your country can order them for you, but graded readers. If you have a look at this, I'll put it to all three cameras, and hopefully you can see. This book, let's go over here first. This book is for intermediate students of English. Yeah, it's for intermediate. Yeah, intermediate students. The language. This is about Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, a book about Sherlock Holmes. Some stories about Sherlock Holmes, the great detective. But it's written for students. This book is intermediate level, so it depends on your level. You can get them at all levels: beginner, elementary, pre-intermediate, intermediate, upper intermediate, advanced. If you go to a library in your country and borrow an English book, probably it's a book that's been written for native speakers. The language is too difficult for you guys to understand. If you borrow a book from the library and try to read that book, then the language is too difficult. You're forever looking in a dictionary to find the words. You're getting your online, your electronic dictionary and trying to find the meaning to the word. But there are so many words that you don't understand. You're looking up every 10 words, you're trying to find the meaning. And then it's boring. Who wants to read if you're forever stopping? You can't get into the story. Graded readers are perfect for you. Find a book at your level. This one is quite old, but there are lots and lots of famous books by famous authors. The story of film, the latest films written with language for your level. Then you're not looking in the dictionary every minute. At the back of the book, there are often comprehension questions. Did you understand the text? And when you read, try to read without a dictionary. Try to read and understand the general idea. If you don't understand every word, it isn't that important. The main thing is, the most important is to get an idea what the writer is talking about. And then as you progress, as you get better and better, you can move up to higher levels. And then your English will get better and better. But it's all to do with reading, listening. Yes, you can watch TV in English. You can watch English movies. But again, the language is very difficult. Often. So it's difficult to understand. But it's good to hear English songs. You can hear English language songs. Be careful with some English language songs and movies, because sometimes they use bad language. They use swear words. There are several that are not acceptable if you're walking around in town, if you're in the shops, if you're with friends. Some words are not very nice to hear. Lots of people are offended by them. They don't like it. But you hear them in the film, you hear them on the song, and you think, oh, ha, this is good, I'm going to use that word. And then you say it in the street, and people can get very angry. I remember I was teaching in a school in England many years ago, and one student came into the class, and he had heard bad words from movies and songs, and he would come in and he would be saying these bad words all the time in every sentence. And you think, no, please stop, don't do it, stop. Do not use those words. He would use them in his host family. You know, host family? If you come to England and you go to a language school in England, usually you stay with a host family, an English family, and live with them for 2 weeks, 2 months, whatever. So you hear language, you use language all the time. And so his landlady would phone up and say, please can you tell the student's name, please tell him not to swear anymore, please, because everybody is being offended. So yes, hear the words, listen to them, think, haha, very funny, okay. But do not use them. Please do not use bad words in public. With 1 or 2 friends, okay. But if other people can hear, please do not use them. We have gone way over our original half-hour idea. But let me just, is there something else I wanted to say? Oh, one more quick thing. Turn on and open. Last thing today. Turn on and open. In China, this was a Chinese student that messaged earlier. In China, you have one word, kai, which means turn on, switch on, and it also means open. The same word means 2 things. However, in English, in British English, you need to have 2 different things. Turn on or switch on. For example, you turn off the light and you turn on the light, yeah? Or switch on, turn on, switch on, same meaning. You turn on the TV, you turn on the computer. Something electrical, you just flick a switch and the power is there, yeah? You turn on. However, you open the window, you open the door, you open the box. You physically put your hands on it and open, yeah? You turn the handle and open the window. You turn the handle and open the door, yeah? So a little thing, made that one mostly for Chinese viewers today. Hello, ni hao. Mostly for Chinese students. We use different words. Turn on, switch on, and open. 2 different words for 2 things. Okay, excellent. I think that's probably all for today. We will try and do another one, maybe not next week, in 2 or 3 weeks' time, maybe. So if you have any questions about English language, English grammar, the pronunciation, you want advice on something, send a question. TikTok, Facebook, whichever you like, yeah? Watermelon, that's a Chinese one. So, thank you for watching. It's been lovely. Thank you for being there. Thank you for your questions. It's been great. I'm going to, hang on. Oh no, my tea is cold. Yeah, never mind. I'll put some hot water in and it'll be better later. I'm going to finish my tea and eat my biscuits. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time on Uncle Geoff's Easy Peasy English. Bye-bye for now.